Namaste again and greetings, my beautiful queens, kings, if any. I offer to do such a reading now with such a question. What this man, if you are dealing with a man, and most of you are queens, 98% of you, what this man is ready to do, to sacrifice, to give up in order to be with you, and what he is not ready to give up or to do to be with you. As simple as that. Let's see what cards are going to tell us. I'm offering you to choose the number from 1 to 3. But if you by any chance want to know more about more than one man, of course, if you are a man, then a woman. Of course, most of you would know about one, but who knows different circumstances? So if you want to know about more than one, then you choose a set of cards for each one of those people. So what he is ready to do, to give up, to sacrifice in order to be with you, and what he's not ready to do, to sacrifice in order to be with you. Asking spirits of fire, earth, air, and water, the guides, the keepers, the guardians, to give us the answers to our question, to my mouth, to my heart, to my forehead, to my mouth, to my heart, using this deck right here, the Phantom deck, and gonna hold it with my right hand and pull out the cards with my left hand. We're gonna do 2 cards, set of cards number 1, set of cards number 2, and set of cards number 3. What this man is ready to do, to give up, to sacrifice in order to be with you, and we'll go straight to their set number 1. 10 of Wands and Ace of Swords. I'm sorry, 10 of Wands and Ace of Swords, yes. So this not just for you. This man has only one truth, and his truth is the Ace of Swords. But in 10 of Wands, how interesting depiction of 10 of Wands in this deck. Please look at it. It's a man standing like a monument to someone, and you see a man here sitting next to it, so it's probably his ancestor, and there are people right here. This is probably a child, and this is probably a woman. So this man is ready to sacrifice absolutely nothing. But especially if this man is married. Of course, I hope none of you are dealing with a married man. If you by any chance are dealing with a married man, then there is -0 chances that this man will ever sacrifice what he has. Even because it's his sacred truth. Even if he is miserable in this marriage. What happens? Most of the time what we see here, that this man married a woman who were in social position higher than him, and by entering this marriage he took over such responsibilities which brought him to a very, very deep misery and unhappiness. The ace tells here that probably this man is not a liar. So if this man tells you, listen, I will never, no matter how miserable I am, I will never leave my marriage, he tells the truth. The problem is that he, in such cases, if this is not a married man, then still there are things which are put onto his shoulders by reasons none of his own. Family, position in society, conditions, religions, whatever. He is in the cage. He knows that ahead of him there is no perspectives for any sunny days. He knows that he would want to get up and leave the cage he is now. But also, he doesn't have a courage to come take this sword and cut it off, because there is also huge feeling of guilt. And there is also the huge, he's narrow-minded, but it's also huge dependence on what people thinking about him and telling about him. He's afraid if he does any step out of this cage, whatever this cage is, he's gonna be ridiculed, laughed at, and non-respected. Lots of fears. He stays not faithful to himself. He stays faithful to the cage. And unfortunately, this person also is a coward, just a coward. Even if his life looks like he's standing on the top of the world, that's a coward. Very hard to be in any relationship with this man. He, good point of this man, like a honorable point, that it's duty is his biggest thing. Duty. But the same thing, it becomes negative as well, because he's a slave of circumstances, opinions of people about him. He's unfortunately someone who stays without movement. The problem is that Ace of Swords here shows that he absolutely can. He absolutely can become free. He can get up and become free. But at the same time, he's not fooling himself, believing that he has the courage to do that. He doesn't. He doesn't live in illusions, hoping that the things are gonna be improved. And also this statue right here shows that it's probably like a clan. He belongs to some clan, because this is like the representation of the family member, maybe, the glorious father of his wife, or a grandpa, or like in a family or in a situation when everyone's being told, be like your grandpa, he fought for freedom. You don't have any choice to choose your own path, but you must belong to, you belong, and you can't do what you want. You must only do what you are being told. So unfortunately, it's not even about you. It's about his way of life. But the another problem is, the thing is that what you are to him, it's this connection of love-hate. When you walked into his life, what happened? When you walked into his life, he saw how differently things could be. If he took out the sword and cut off the straining chains which chained him to the circumstances of his life, he saw how it could be. It could be different. He could be seeing, green fields and sunlight and everything else. But he loves you for showing to him how differently it could be, and he hates you for showing him how differently it could be, because he will not sacrifice, will not become free. Because to him, sacrificing things which holding him would become free, but it would mean also tons of other things he doesn't want to lose. So such the answer. The girls, of course, take what resonates. Set of cards number 2. What he's ready to. 2 of Swords and 2 of Pentacles. Oh, 2 of Pentacles and 2 of Swords. The game he would not want to sacrifice. On both cards, we see one man here and a man standing here looking in the mirror. So someone who used to be alone and what comes to relationship, love and relationship, he used to not get seriously involved playing. Usually this man has more than one partner, but not getting involved deeply with any of them. And then he meets you, and things looks different, and things look not like with other women he met and had played with, because he used to play. You cut him deeply, but the most important, you made him stand in front of himself, look in the eyes of himself. So he's completely confused. It's confusion, but also 2 of Swords is a stagnation card of non-movement. He doesn't trust himself what comes to you. He doesn't trust you what comes to this thing between you. He's hesitant, he's skeptical, lots of doubts, lots of why I have started this relationship, or should I start this relationship if it didn't start yet? Should I continue this relationship? Where it's gonna take me? Am I gonna be happy? I'm not gonna be happy. Should I get out of it? Should I not get out of it? So this is stagnation. And of course, 2 of Pentacles and 2 of Swords. We have 2 and 2. Also, not wanting, the thing is, both of them, not wanting to see their treasure. We have such a little tail, and interesting thing, we have chickens here, right here, he's feeding them. If you throw to the chicken the beads of priceless diamonds, it was a fairy tale, they by a mistake, like a chicken and rooster was thrown beads of diamonds, and they saw them and they tried to eat them, and they said, this is such a useless pieces of something, because you can't eat them, and I would prefer just the seeds of wheat. So it's 2 cards of someone who kind of understands, because we have Swords, but refuses of being stubborn to see what kind of incredible treasure he's got and a chance he's got. So at the same time, you two are different, with different way to see a life. And also he has to change. He has to look inside of himself and say, stop playing, because this is a player. Stop playing. And he also realizes, in order to be with you, he's not ready to refuse from you completely. He's thinking, he's hesitant, he's stuck, he's frozen. He's not ready to refuse from you because he wants to play with you. But at the same time, if he plays more, he can be forced into really looking inside of himself and asking himself, listen, is that what you want? Huh? Or that's not what you want? What do you want in life? Who are you in this life? What are you? What you really want? You're playing here, flirting there, you have a lover here, you have a woman here. Is that what you want? The thing is, you require, please hear me, emotional courage. You require emotional openness. And one has to be ready and willing to do this or to walk away. But he's not ready neither to walk away or to become open. What he's ready to sacrifice, to give up, he kind of tells himself, no freaking way, I'm not sacrificing nothing, I'm not giving up nothing. It's not a diamond I get, but at the same time, he is smart, he is not stupid. He knows that's the diamond, and he knows that's not something you find very often. So it's stagnation. Stagnation, so he'll try to act like a friend of yours. He will, you might spend even time together, you might, but of course we are not looking what will happen in the future, what his thoughts and feelings. We are looking specifically at one question: what this man is ready to sacrifice, to give up, and to live in the past in order to be with you. This one is not ready to sacrifice nothing, but at the same time, he's not ready to walk away. So please watch his actions, because I think he's going to be acting diplomatic. Like, he's not going to be completely disappearing. He's going to be appearing sometimes, but just watch his actions and decide what you want to do with him. But that's an interesting thing. If it was, of course it depends individually on each one of your situation, but it of course depends. But for a woman like you, I don't think he has enough courage and depth to open up, because you require transformation. You're not going to be with just anybody. It's like you are coming all the way in and be with me and give me love, respect, attention, care, and I'm gonna give you the same or be gone. He's not ready to give you what you require. He's not ready to be gone, so he's stuck. So we will see. I mean, you will see how he's going to behave, right? This man. And the last two cards, what he's ready to sacrifice, to give up, to let go of in order to be with you. What he's ready to do. Wow, man. Well, this one is this one is ready to do anything. Incredible cards. The Strength card is unbelievable in this deck, because we have a woman not holding a mouth of a lion, but we're having a woman on a top riding a lion, giving himself to the power of a woman. He is burning with love. And look at this next to Knight of Cups. Not just I'm ready to give you all. I am doing it with absolute open heart. It's not like he lets you love him. No. That is absolutely fantastic cards. He feels the honor and pleasure to have you riding him. It's not like you are suppressing him. You are making him stronger. You won him with your inner power. You won him. You made him want to come like this warrior, fighting endless wars, fighting endless enemies, winning endless wars, entire world to be afraid of him. But he comes to this little tiny woman. He lowers on his knees and he says, this is all for you. This is all because of you. Please take my hand, take my heart, take my, please share a life with me. I am not alive without you. It's this emotional readiness and emotional readiness here. You two are so perfect together, and he comes to you and he says, you are the most important, because you are the soul. You make my soul, you give my soul the sacred fire. Because of you, I feel alive. Even if, interesting thing that these two cards, even if you are, of course, take what resonates. I always say that. Even if you were in non-talking or in conflict or in some complicating situation, two cards of love, victory, but not a love victory because a woman was dust at feet of a man. No, of course not. Especially it's really fantastic when if you are connected with fire signs, with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, because this is a card of Leo, and the man is Cups, so we are having Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But this is a woman who won a man by being not just a queen, being a goddess, empress of empress, not lowering her head before anything. Strength card woman, real strength card woman. A man takes an honor to come to a woman like this, honor. And of course, you are unique woman. You are so unique. You are capable to be titanium and strong and proud. And at the same time, you are capable to see open heart of that man. And you can be so tender and so gentle. And you don't mind to be weak and allow him take care of you. You are his goddess, you are his fire, you are his everything. So, of course, absolutely fantastic. He is ready to do anything and everything you want. Completely one. And interesting thing, Knight of Cups. Of course, you see this purple. Please take into consideration the colors. You see the purple color right here. In a spiritual realm, the purple color is considered the most advanced souls which incarnate on our planet. They have the purple color, so it's a union. He idealizes you. You are that a woman right here. Absolute open heart. He will, cross the ocean and do anything. And of course, This is also engagement. He will not, he's terrified to lose a woman like you. He's terrified, so he would come to you with the ring in his pocket, and he will be on one knee in front of you telling you, please give me this incredible honor. Please give me this honor and joy and happiness to be my wife. It's openness, because you will not take anything else. You will not take nothing else. It's absolute openness in his feelings and his emotions and his intentions. It's a honeymoon. It's not just he's projecting dreams. No, this is doing. This is 2 cards in this connection, which talks about culmination of love, of sacred love, of eternal love, like described in my book, culmination of love. So, of course, it's perfect couple and perfect, beautiful victory of love. I hope that all of you chose the set of cards number 3. This, my beautiful queens, all about this reading, what he's ready to sacrifice, to give up, to do in order to be with you. And we will continue, of course, looking and doing different readings on different subjects. I hope you got your answer to your question. Interesting, if we put all these cards together, like imagine if it was a spread. If it was a spread, then we would have very interesting. I want you to see how they all together. So we are having a man. We are having a man who is miserable and unhappy, but does not have a courage to become free from the cage he is stuck. Then we take next 2 cards, and we are having a man doubting and thinking, should I do it? Should I do it? Should I not? Because she's a treasure. And in this case, we would not take 2 of Pentacles as a player, but we would take 2 of Pentacles as someone who wishes he stopped playing the game according to the rules he was told to play, but to become free. And finally, the culmination, he becomes free. He becomes free. He takes the Ace of Swords and cuts the strings of his chains, gets on the horse, writes to his queen, and they finally experience together the triumph of love. So let it be this way. Hope you enjoy this reading, my beautiful queens. Wishing you all the best. Namaste.